He's got to go. That's it. I mean, I'm tired of it. I'm not going to sit here and watch him just destroy my barn like he did a couple years ago. Well, what's up, guys? This is Daniel in Houston from Arms Family Homestead, and we came out to the barn to feed Lambert this evening, and she met Houston before we ever made it to the barn. She come running through. So our gate obviously isn't quite kid goat proof. They can fit through. I have to do a little modification on that. Well, I had to skip the feeding portion because I could not focus. These goats were going crazy. It's late in the evening today, and I got off work, had to work a day shift, and hadn't fed the goats today, and they were telling me about it. So I didn't bring you guys along for that. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about Jerkface. Yeah, it's a joke, but I've been calling him Jerkface the Buck because, as you've seen in the previous videos, he keeps ramming the corner of my barn. And ramming it, and I get it. He's a buck. He's a billy goat. He's got testosterone flowing. He wants to be with his girls. I get it. But I've about had it. And he's got to go. He's got to go. That's it. I mean, I'm tired of it. I'm not going to sit here and watch him just destroy my barn like he did a couple years ago. So I know I told you guys I'm selling him, and he is sold, but it's time for him to go. So let me walk over here to the barn, and this isn't all his fault. It's partly my fault. I didn't get him blocked off from it. So check out what he did over here, about a year and a half ago. This was when he was with the does. You see my barn wall here? I mean, he just gets his horns in there and rips it to shreds. So here's the thing, when you've got a buck, when you got goats, you got a buck, a big mature buck, they're heavy, they're strong, they got all that testosterone flowing. They can be frustrating. So I said he's got to go, but I don't mean he's leaving the farm. I'm gonna move him over here and put him in the corral where old Crazy Eyes the heifer was the first couple weeks after we got her, because this is a much more sturdy fence, and as you can see in between the fence and the barn, well, there's an opening right here, but the gate will shut, but he can't bang his head straight on my barn. This pipe corral holds him a little bit better. I do have to replace one piece of a panel right here. I went ahead and cut this out the other day because it was a spot that got tore up last year, and the buck was headbutting it. And then the heifer ran into it. What is it, Bear? So I've got to replace that little spot real quick, and then we got to figure out a way to get that buck from over there on the other side of the barn, with just me and Houston. We got to get the buck from over there, past all the does, into the corral area. And I'm not going to take the time to rebuild all that fence like we did with the heifer. It took me an hour moving panels and setting things up. I've got a better idea for him. So we got the corral all set up. Now we just got to figure out if we can get old Jerkface here. Jerkface the buck, and we'll move the weather goat too, so they have companionship over there in their little lot that they're going to be in, where they can't be so destructive. I say they. The weather, not destructive at all. The buck, he's just doing what bucks do. They're supposed to be like that. I'm a little angry with him because the barn costs money. These panels, I mean, look at what he's done. You can see how much he's bent these panels because he just stands out here all day and just pushes. It's not like he backs up and rams it. Well, he might sometimes. But usually he's just out here constantly pushing on them, testing the limits of the fence. And this was meant to be a temporary setup. The lighting is terrible. So this was just meant to be a temporary setup. I haven't had a chance to go get the metal I need to build this solid, but I'm not just gonna leave him here and let him destroy this. So Houston and I, we've got to figure out if we can get the two goats out of that pen without losing the calves.
So that's gonna be hard. We don't know if it's gonna be hard. One of the cows might get out and it might run away like Willie did, but he didn't run away, but he got out.
Well, guess what?
What?
You're in charge on this one, so you better go grab a bucket of feed and see if they'll follow you.
Okay.
Turn my back on you for 2 seconds. Look at you. What's wrong?
We ran out of food.
You think we're out of goat feed? Let's go see. Let me help you there.
Look.
Oh man. You think we're out of feed?
Look.
You don't see any? Alright, close the lid.
We only have this much in here.
He thinks we're out of feed. Watch this. We're not even close to being out of feed, Houston.
What?
No. Got nothing to hold on to you, so.
What? That's a lot. Not know.
See, we got plenty of feed, don't you think?
Yeah.
Alright.
But I couldn't see the stuff.
Alright, so here's the game plan. So instead of setting up all those panels and trying to go through there, well, I probably should shut the barn door first. But instead of setting up all those panels, we're gonna go down the outside of the barn. But the trick is gonna be getting the two goats to come out this gate, but not the two calves. Now, I don't think it'll be a hard problem to solve because obviously the big wild crazy-eyed heifer is scared of us. Huh.
Yeah.
What'd you run for? You come running over here.
Yeah, because I got this off.
So the goats are a lot more tame. They're used to following a feed bucket. So if I can just get them over here, we shouldn't have a problem. Just in case this doesn't go as planned, remember, I said shouldn't have a problem.
We shouldn't have a problem.
Got it.
All right, remember, you're in charge. So if something goes wrong, it all goes back on the leader, right? Are they gonna come to you? Say, come on, goats. Come on. Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Uh-oh. Crazy Eyes is on the move. Come on, goats. He's following you. Come on, goats. Holler at him. You got to tell him. Come on, goats.
Come on, goats.
Do you know where you're going when you get them out?
No.
No. Come on, crazy. Let's go.
I can't shake this down.
Come on, goats. Come on, goats. Woo, goats. Come on. Uh-oh. Here we go. No, don't put feet on the ground, buddy. There he goes. There goes Jerk Face. And there's his sidekick. Let's go, Jerk Face. You smell funky, boy.
Come and get it.
So far, so good. We forgot a very important step. So we're gonna bring the two boy goats into the corral. Somebody totally forgot to shut the gate in the corral, so we almost just let the buck in with all the does, which is exactly what we're trying to avoid. All right, girls. Y'all gotta get out of here now. Just like herding turkeys. Come on, goats. Out of here. Come on, goats. Come on. I'm glad you know how to mind. Yeah. Good girls. Everybody out? Got a straggler. Come on, baby goat. Go, Skip. Ah, go, Skip. Go, Skip. Disaster avoided right there. I almost made a mistake there. All right, let's go get them. Come on. Come on, go. Well, we got Bear in. Come on. Come around behind the buck, Houston. Don't zoom. Come around behind him. Come on. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Don't scare him. Are you pointing the camera in?
Yeah.
Well, we got half the work done. We got one in. The buck over there, he's being a little cantankerous as usual. We shouldn't have a problem.
Jerk Face. Get over here, Jerk Face.
That's not the way, buddy. Ah. Oh, you scared him, son. We shouldn't have a problem. Stop earning your name, Jerk Face. There's a reason why I call him Jerk Face. Him being out here is not a problem, but I want to get him in that corral before dark. He's frustrating. We shouldn't have a problem. He just wants to come out here and graze on some fresh green grass. But if I leave him out, the problem is he's going to be pushing on the fence all night, and he might be able to bust into the fence. I don't want that. We shouldn't have a problem. Looky there. Don't spook him. Trying to bait him in, you see that? He's got his head stuck in the gate. That's where I need him to be. I put a bucket of feed on the ground right there. But look at him. He's watching me. Now my other goat's fixing to get out, and there he goes. Alright, got that one locked up. Don't have to worry about him getting out now. We'll leave him locked in here. At least for a few minutes. Hey, you're spooking him the wrong way, bud. We shouldn't have a problem. Look, there he goes. There he goes. Go the right way, Jerk Face. Tell her never mind. They're coming outside. Go tell them never mind. Please. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Chase this guy all around the whole bottom. You saw up around the cars, up around the house. I'm chasing him and I'm herding him and I'm being loud and mad and I'm being soft and gentle. And as I'm 100 yards across the field, he bolts and runs. I've been trying to get a video clip of him walking in the corral for 30 minutes. And what's he do when I'm not there? Walks right in. Come here, Lambert. You need to get out of there. Come here, Lambert. And then, you know, we just... we shouldn't have a problem. That's the ideal typical how it goes, maybe not ideal, typical how it goes farm life project right there. You got this simple idea, everything's gonna work perfect, we shouldn't have a problem. Then you begin, and chaos happens. But guess what? Now I don't have to worry about jerk face over here ramming on the barn. I can feed the 2 calves. Oh yeah. Big Mac's hungry. He's been mooing at me for the last 20 minutes. But I almost forgot to come back and shut this gate. And you talk about a disaster. Had we not shut this gate and let that crazy heifer out, might not have ever seen her again. Well, there you have it. Whew. Got all the gates shut. Let the little weather goat out. Almost forgot to open that gate back up. I get a little fired up sometimes, and my brain gets to running faster than my feet can go, or my feet gets running faster than my brain can go. I don't know. I'm confused. See? But I'm happy. We got jerk face separated from the barn. He can no longer be angry with my barn. Now he can be angry with all this pipe fence in here. He can headbutt it all he wants. He's got him a pen mate. Now, I know the ground isn't the prettiest. It used to be nice grass in this little pen until Crazy Eyes the heifer stomped a mud hole in it. Starting to dry out. It's not too bad in here. The barn, they've got a place inside there. If he decides to tear that up, I don't even care, because we can tear that down and do something different. It's ugly. So this is the perfect place for Jerkface to spend the next couple months until his new owner comes to pick him up. And I hope he has a very happy home built for Jerkface. Yeah, we'll see. Well guys, that's all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.